Hey, vinyl community, Joe here. Welcome back to the channel. I recently went on a mini vacation with my family up to Atlanta, Georgia. Now, I live in Georgia, I live in southeast Georgia, and I'm right on the coast, right above, about 45 minutes above Jacksonville, 45 minutes south of Savannah, Georgia. So I'm right in the middle of between Jacksonville, Florida, Savannah, Georgia. So Atlanta is about a 4.5 hour to 6 hour drive, depending on traffic, depending on how fast you drive, depending on how many times you just stop to pee and eat or sightsee and whatnot. But we went to see Atlanta Braves game and they won, and also went to the Georgia Aquarium, and also what I wanted to do was able to go to a couple of record stores, which the last time I went to Atlanta, I wasn't even collecting records, and but now I am. That's what I'm about. And I was able to visit a couple of record stores in Atlanta while I was there on this visit. And the first store we went to was Criminal Records. It was located in historic Little Five Points, which I think that's the first time I've ever been to Little Five Points up in Atlanta. And it was started by Eric Levin in 1991. So they're celebrating their 35th anniversary this year. I think either this week, I think this weekend is their first anniversary. I think 35th. Let's see here. August. So tomorrow, they're celebrating tomorrow. I've got a little postcard here celebrating their 35th anniversary on August 15th. Criminal Records. Got a little flyer here promoting that with all kinds of concerts on this Saturday, as it's being filmed. Today is the 14th, so tomorrow they're having all kinds of concerts up there, and really cool to be a part of that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to visit it, be up there. But the history of the store was Mr. Eric started his store down in South Florida near Daytona, I believe, and it was called Secret Service Records, and he was actually confronted by the Secret Service and had to change the name of the store. And I don't know the whole story of why he left Florida, but he moved up to Atlanta. And the newspaper there in Florida made a joke about what's he going to do now, call his store Criminal Records. And that's exactly what he did. He called the store Criminal Records. And it's been an anchor in the Little Five Points area since 1991. Originally, it was like 400 square foot, and Eric actually lived in the back of the store secretly, in the back of the store, and he's moved, I think, a couple of times since then to the current location that he's at now. And during the collapse of the economy back in the mid 2000s, almost lost the store, almost had to close the store down, and due to community support, was able to keep the doors open, if you will. And Eric's also a founder of Record Store Day. And so, very cool store. Really enjoyed my visit. I'm going to include some photos that I took of the store. There was quite a few people in the store. I didn't take video. I took a couple of photos of the outside of the store, but I mainly was there looking. I really wasn't there trying to capture content of any kind. I was there to participate, to dig for records, try to find records. More for my taste, it was more of new records than used records, which is what I'm after. But really, really cool store. Enjoyed my visit. I was able to find a couple of records in there that I'm going to showcase here and actually play a few some sound bites from those records. But it came with a bag. Criminal Records, great logo, and I've already showed a couple of the. I showed this postcard, which highlights the bands that's going to be here this Saturday, and also even a couple of postcards. And this record store was featured in the movie Baby Driver, which I remember the movie, but I've never seen it, and I'm gonna have to watch it because I didn't realize that it was featured in the movie. But the first record that I found was a really cool record. I've never seen it and in person. I've known of the record, and you can't stream it on Spotify. I know. I don't know about the other services out there, streaming services out there, but I've never seen this record in the wild. And I came to know this guy from Earl Hooker. One of the first blues albums I ever purchased was Hooker and Steve, and his name is Stephen Miller, not Steve Miller that you think of the Steve Miller Band, but Stephen Miller of the Lynn County, kind of a psych blues rock band. And this is his album. And Stephen Miller, this is from 1970. But Stephen Miller, great blues rock, kind of organ, piano, keyboardist, songwriter, singer. He kind of cut his teeth in the mid 60s in the Chicago blues scene with people like Muddy Waters. And then he came up with Lynn County, relocating into San Francisco. And then he came out with this album here in 1970. But I came to know him through the Hooker and Steve album. And is on the Hooker and Steve album was on the was on the R. Hooley label, and really enjoyed listening. One of my favorite albums to this day. Like I said, one of my first blues albums I ever purchased. And Stephen Miller was on that album, and that's how I came to know him. And I found out about this record, and when I saw this at Criminal Records, I had to get it. And Stephen Miller eventually moved on and joined the Elvin Bishop Band. Also, eventually moved to Macon, Georgia, and lived on the Allman Brothers Band farm, and played on quite a few Capricorn label albums with their different bands that were on that label. Really, really great sound. He was from Iowa and was inducted into the Iowa Blues Hall of Fame in 2000. But this is a fantastic album. Half of the album is the backing band of Lynn County, and the other half of the album is the backing band of the Elvin Bishop Band. And this is a white label promo. Beautiful copy. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Really, really beautiful copy of this. And I'm going to play the Honey Dripper. This is the last track on side 2. Let's listen to a little bit of this. I'm going to play this live. I'm going to listen with you. Let's see if I can get it right here on the duck. I missed the line just a little bit, but here's going to start. But this is from the Stephen Miller solo.
I woke up this morning, woke up with the rising sun. Woke up this morning, woke up with the rising sun. Think about my honey dripper, getting all the wrong that woman has done.
All right, so that was the track Honey Dipper, which is the last song on side two. And like I said, fantastic album. I've never seen this album.
Playing Fantastic by Toybox from Spotify.
Alexa, stop. I'm not going to edit that out. That's live. But this is from side two, the last track, Honey Dripper, which was written by Stephen Miller. And really cool album. Like I said earlier, the half of the songs are from the Lynn County backing band, and the other half is from the Elvin Bishop band. But you've got from the Lynn County, you got Fred Walk playing acoustic guitar, dobro electric guitar, Larry Easter playing the saxophone and the flute, Clark Pearson playing the drums, Dino Long on the electric bass. And the Elvin Bishop band, you got Elvin Bishop playing electric guitar and slide guitar on this. You got Mr. Applejack playing harmonica, John Chambers playing drums, and Kip Merkline playing electric bass. I'm probably saying his name wrong. Sorry there, Kip. But fantastic album. Really glad to have this in my collection. Didn't realize that it was a white label promo until I got it home. I just saw the album, saw the condition, didn't even pay attention to the label really that it was white, and got it for a great price. So that was the first album. Again, if you see Stephen Miller out and about, maybe he has other albums, but I know this is his own. I think this is his only solo album. I should remember that, but I don't. But the second album that I picked up was GA20. Fantastic band. These guys are out of Boston, originally formed in Boston in 2018, and kind of a three-piece trio. You got a couple of guitars and a drummer. And you got the original band members. They've changed now, but the original band members was Matt Stubbs, Pat Faherty, and Tim Carman. Pat Faherty is gone. They have a new lead singer, and they just came out with a new album that features Charlie Musselwhite. Fantastic album. If you've never heard of them, you need to check them out. They're on the Coal Mine record label. But this album was it was a tribute to Hound Dog Taylor. And this is a band that's dedicated to reviving the raw, stripped down sound of the late 50s and 60s. Kind of a traditional blues band. They use vintage gear, and they use just simple recording, simple sounds. Now, if they have any overdubs, it's very minimal. I don't think I've ever heard them use any kind of overdubs or anything like that. It's just a raw recording, and that's what I'm all about. And in 2001, they released this album, GA20, does Hound Dog Taylor. Try it. You might like it. And this is a fantastic cover, kind of an old school throwback to the R. Hooley label, the Folkways kind of label. And this is a unique album because it was put out by Coal Mine with Alligator Records. So it's kind of Alligator Records has the rights to Hound Dog Taylor, but they got together with Alligator and Coal Mine and put out this album. I'm glad they did. They got this iconic photo of Hound Dog Taylor, who had 6 fingers on each hand, and supposedly on one hand he cut off the 6th digit, which was wild. But this is a great album. I love these guys. They have a fantastic sound. It's got some dust on it. We're gonna play some of this, a track off of this as well. Let's play "It Hurts Me Too." Fantastic song. Is that the one I want to play? All right, let's play this. Give me back my wig. This is Give Me Back My Wig.
You say he hurt you, almost lose your mind. The man that you love, he mistreats you all the time. When things go so wrong with you, it hurts me too. He loves another woman, but I love you. But you love with him, baby, and stick to him like glue. When things go so wrong with you, it hurts me too.
All right, so that's GA20 promo copy that I picked up here at Criminal Records up in Atlanta, Georgia. Check this band out, from Boston area, raw sound, fantastic sound, great band. Got I know at least like 5 or 6 albums out. Their lineup has changed a little bit, but just a great band. But those are my 2 picks from Criminal Records up in Atlanta, Georgia. Stephen Miller, fantastic album featuring the Elvin Bishop Band and the former members lineup, backing band of the Lynn County. Great psych rock band out of San Francisco, I believe is the case. And the next one was GA20. Check them out. Really enjoyed my visit to Criminal Records. Got the tchotchkes, as they say. Are these albums analog? Was there a digital step used in the making? I know that's the talking point of the day right now in the vinyl community. Was there a digital step involved? Were these from the original master tapes? uh, I don't know. I don't really care, but I can go ahead and say that I'm almost certain that both of these are analog, especially this one, 1970. I'm almost guarantee this is analog from the original master tapes. This has not been reissued. I don't know. I don't think this is, you can stream this anywhere that I'm aware of other than somebody's ripped it to YouTube. I know that. And same as this one. I think these guys are very, authentic and wanting to make a raw sound. And I believe this is all analog. Don't hold me to that. Now I don't know for sure, but I know this. Regardless if there's a digital step or not, sounds fantastic, and I don't really care if it does or doesn't have a digital step. But again, if you haven't been to Criminal Records in Atlanta, if you're in the area, check it out. It's a must stop. You've got to check it out. Great shop. There's a great vibe to it. They've got records, they've got CDs, they got new, they've got used. And when I was in there, they had a crowd. And I look forward to going back to Atlanta, and I'm going to stop back by. But check them out. And we've got to thank them as well for Record Store Day. But again, thanks for checking out the channel. If you haven't already, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Look forward to seeing you soon, because my next video, I'm going to talk about the other record store I stopped by and picked up while I was in Atlanta. And I'm going to show you what I found and maybe play a couple of tunes off of those albums as well. Again, Joe, see you soon. Bye.